Hey guys, Neomis here. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the rumours on Sami Khedira being linked to Arsenal Football Club, as well as a bit of a review on Arsenal's pre-season game against Lyon that I just watched. Stay tuned to my thoughts and my views, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and let's go. So, let's start off with the big news. Sami Khedira being linked to Arsenal Football Club. Now, a few days ago, Damasio reported that several teams were interested in Sami Khedira, Arsenal being one of them, along with the likes of Wolves and Leicester. And it seems that today that Arsenal were playing their game against Lyon, Arsenal invited Sami Khedira to the club to watch the game, and he was there at the game. The game just finished about 20 minutes ago or so. Arsenal lost the game 2-1 to Lyon thanks to a goal from Dembele. I've got all the highlights on my Instagram page, so check that out at King Neomis. So check out those goals. But it was one of those games where I know it was pre-season, but again, we lost, so I was disappointed. But I don't quite understand why we're looking at Sami Khedira. We've got tons of midfield players, especially central midfield. I mean, he's a player who I know can also play as a DM as well. And that could probably be the only reason why we would be considering him, is because he would be playing, let's say, as a backup for Lucas Torreira, which for me is the only reason why we would sign him, especially with Christian Bielik being gone, I would honestly say. So Sami Khedira could be an option there. I don't believe that we're going to be buying him, and the story is that Arsenal are looking at actually getting another loan, which, you know, that's right out Arsenal's book. It's a loan. Arsenal are interested. But you know what, if we did bring him on a loan, and if we were playing him in as like a defensive midfield role or slash like deep line playmaker, then that's actually not that bad, I would say. So let's see what really happens there. I mean, obviously with him being at the game, this is obviously something that the club are looking at to be very seriously. And to be really honest, after me really watching the game, our midfield needs a bit of tweaking. We have a midfield that isn't very strong. Even though we have the bodies, like, we are missing key elements. And for me, that key element is a defensive midfielder. You have Willock, who I think is really good, and yes, he's able to drop deep in that kind of DM role, and you know, he's relatively physical, and because of his stature, like, he can do the role kind of. So that's why at times we don't look as bad. But if he just operates in his natural position in central midfield, we have a problem. Like, he just isn't that type of player. And I think that there's an opportunity for us to play with a DM, a central midfield player, and an attacking midfield player. And I think that's how we have to do it in kind of like a midfield three. That's the only way I see this working out. I think Arsenal, we have to be playing a 4-3-3 or some type of variation of that, and we have to do it where we have someone that operates within central midfield that's a bit of a workhorse. We gotta have someone that sits deep in front of the back four, and we gotta have someone that's able to either drive forward or just naturally is an attacking midfield player going forward that way. And that's why someone like Joe Willock, who I think has now really established himself as a prominent first team player for Arsenal. I thought he was fantastic in the game, and he was probably one of the best players on the pitch next to Aubameyang, who scored our first goal and our only goal. And I think that if we use, let's say, Willock, Ceballos, who can both play as an attacking midfield and a central midfield player, and then Lucas Torreira slash now Sami Khedira, it's not a bad situation to be in. You know, we have attacking midfield players, We have central midfield players. We don't have a lot of DMs. You would have thought naturally Christian Bielik would have been that guy to get that defensive midfielder position. I think also Callum Chambers can also play there as well. But I think for now, because of the centre-back issues that we're having, you know, this kind of makes sense. And I know from my tone, it just feels like it feels a bit flat. Again, it's Sami Khedira. Once upon a time, many years ago, Sami Khedira was a top player. Those times are gone. I still think he's a quality player, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to give us the value that we need for our team. And I would have still thought that maybe, just maybe, we could have been able to reason with Christian Bielik to give him an opportunity within that spot. But guys, let me know what you think about us signing Sami Khedira. Do you think that this is something that we should be doing? Again, this is not a permanent transfer. This would be a loan from Juventus. Again, they need to be able to get players off their books, you know, and to get Sami Khedira off their books, even temporarily, is, you know, is considered as a decent option. Leave your comments below on what you think of that, and yeah, let's get a discussion going. And again, once again, thank you for all the comments that you guys have been really leaving recently. Really appreciate it. Leave your comments below on this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.